All right. Hi, everyone. This is Justin Rondeau, the Director of Optimization at DigitalMarketer. And in today's video, we will be doing another design critique. And today we'll be looking at Best Buy. Yep, Best Buy. They are, a pretty big deal. And it's interesting to see kind of the major changes they made to the content on this page. You'll know really with most major sites, they do have site-wide templates that they work with. See here on the earlier variation, you still have standard site header, standard footer. Content kind of changes, right? And it's kind of like a content sandwich here, where same stuff, different stuff, right? Okay, so um, per every one of these critiques, I have five main categories I'm taking a look at. It's clarity, readability, on-site experience, appearance, and navigation, right? And at the end of each section, I'll say which one has the edge. We'll tally it up and see if they have moved in the right direction or have taken a step backwards. So first, let's look at clarity. They're making kind of the main mistake a lot of people make on their sites, and they start talking about themselves. You see a Best Buy guy, like, let's get you connected, some weird iconography, bad tabulation in terms of why Best Buy, internet, cable, and satellite. I know they're trying to get me connected, but can they do anything for me here? Do I have to go into the store? What do I have to do? What's my next step? I don't really know that yet. On top of that, they have competing calls to action from site-wide headers and those types of things. But then they move into a featured offer, and then this hodgepodge of a three-column setup. You don't really know what's going on here or what I need to be looking for. So it definitely isn't all that clear, like where I can see offers, if I can take them up on the offers online, or if I need to go to the store. A lot of stuff is still obscure, which is not good for the visitor. All right, now let's take a look at the updated version. In terms of clarity, a little bit better here. You have TV, internet, home, phone, and security providers, and bam, find service providers. So they're telling you right now on this site you need to take a look and find the providers that are there. And if you've looked at any media sites, especially third-party ones that are trying to connect you to a specific provider, the last thing they want you to do is pick the plan you want with the provider you want to find out that, oh, you don't have them available in your area. So I think that's a great way to start off. They do include other featured offers. Rather than that kind of one bit of text, they break it down a little bit more, and they'll tell you all the different offerings and details on the next page. All right, and then they also include things like TV and internet accessories, kind of stuff you'll need there. This, I think, obscures it a little bit, mainly because do they need to buy this stuff now, or is this something they figure out after they have the plan purchased? Then they get into an ultimate viewing experience, and kind of more things that are kind of obscuring the point. Though they do have some nice features on the page as well, with store locators and those types of things. So I think overall, despite kind of the addition of of other products and things, I think that the updated version does a much better job, because they're telling you to do one specific thing above the fold, and that is to find your service providers first, and then also let you browse them, because maybe in your area Xfinity already is available, and you can just pick from there. So I really think that this one has the edge in terms of clarity. Okay, so let's move into readability. And the updated version is just easier to read and browse. It follows kind of standard design schemas that we expect, as opposed to tabs and this. This is just a mess. I don't know what's going on here. There's no clear visual hierarchy for me to know like what I should be focusing on at all. So in terms of readability, it's just a mess, and the updated version wins. And then, in the same vein, appearance. This looks like something someone put together in an HTML class. It's just kind of like, this is my new site. It's a bit of a mess, and I think that they have a much smoother appearance here. They're kind of going off and breaking things into sections, despite me thinking that some of these sections kind of obscure the main call to action. I think that it definitely is a step in the right direction. So in terms of appearance, you have another winner here on the updated variation. Okay, so let's take a look at on-site experience. And again, they have added a ton of features to the new variation, where they have a questions box where you can chat with somebody. They added in things like store locators, information about store pickup, and those types of things. I think overall, Uh, the winner has to be for on-site experience, the updated version as well, just because they added more features where on a page where there's going to be more questions. Like when you're installing services such as your internet or your cable, you have to be very clear as to what you can get, what's involved, what the price points are, and those types of things. And it's a lot easier to ask somebody than it is to actually kind of research it because there's so much fine print when you deal with that stuff. So the edge for on-site experience goes to the updated version. And then finally, if we look at navigation, navigation's the same. Um, you'll see kind of same old stuff going on. They did add an advert at the top, which I wonder if that's helping them out in terms of any revenue. But let's just look at navigation as a whole. It is absolutely the same, both in the header and the footer. So that is a wash. That's a no contest. So it looks like Best Buy is moving in the right direction insofar as this page is concerned. Remember, they had the restrictions where they can only play kind of in the content area. So I think they made the best of that. And I'm really interested to see how this page evolves over the next couple months.